Ah, looks like I'm live. Shaman, you're early. And I'm in a save I haven't been in a long time. Water. That's what I'm needing. Got a bunch on me too. Let me see if I can straighten all this out a bit. That'll work. Yeah, I don't know when I stopped working on this one. I think I'm going to build further out. Now, Shaman, just so you know, I am not streaming Saturday or Sunday because my son-in-law is coming to help me with the back fence. And I'm going to announce it in Discord. I just haven't got to typing it yet. I don't remember. I might have streamed this one some, but I don't remember if I did or not. I almost went into my most complete one this morning that is just prime. But where's the fun in that? I'm also going to see if I can build a platform from the launch pad over. Yeah, I'm probably going to have to spend some money to get the fence all done. Good morning, country lady. There's a metal support that you can buy to make a fence door that is probably going to be on my to-do list. And I'm going to see if I can get it home. What I'm trying to do is have a 68-inch wide door in my fence, and the darn thing's sagging. That's where everything stopped. I buttoned all the fence up. Everything is good for the moment. Because if I ever want to pull a vehicle in the backyard, I want to have the room to do it. And that's probably shooting a little big. I'm not sure that there's going to be any vehicles in my future. There's one certain vehicle, if it popped up, I'd probably spend a fair amount of money to try to buy it, but I do not like that there. But no, I do need to get the fence sorted. And I don't mind that over there, even though it's a little bit crowded. You can at least see it. But I think I'm going to build the other crafter over here too. Iron. And I've got none. Nary. None at all. Such a delightful sound. Sounds like a cricket chirping. That sound was I was trying to deconstruct something that I didn't have the tier 2 deconstructor, and it was making that cricket sound. Good morning, Darlene. Hold it. I need that iron. And do I have enough for... I have enough for nothing. Okay. And I can tell this is an early game because I've got stuff abbreviated, and I try not to do that anymore. Aluminium. Silicone flower seeds. Oh, nope, I don't want my food there. Yeah. It's like a Playtex commercial. No visible means of support. I figured that you might get that, Shaman. What? Spacesuits? Comato? Sifo? Sipto? And Tubio. And I don't think I've got any room to wear. Well, I do. I've got to find some place to put that. It's true. I'm of a certain age to remember that. Yeah. That commercial was odd, but a lot of them were. It's got some support. I mean, across the middle of it. But that don't mean you gotta have support. Giving serious thought to moving that thing, it just looks bad. Oh, I gotta take all the stuff out of it before I even think about moving it. What? The laws of physics are just guidelines here. Yeah, pretty much. Come on. Come on. I just want you on up the hill a bit. No. Well, plus I'm standing smack in the middle of now. Quit standing inside of where you're trying to. Welcome back, country lady. Where you're trying to build that thing. Now, I'm going to go up here because I just found a 600% seed that's better than the 400s. And these are just grass spreaders, so I was trying to build supports there, but for some reason I think, oh, it will let me. Well, la-ti-da. All right, duck in the door there for just a second. Oh, no more iron. And good grief, you all are noisy. Must have dropped some of these in the water the last time I played this one. Come on. It's the only thing I don't like about playing with a controller. It can be a little bit clunky. Flower, flower, flower. Yep. Can I make another heater? Aluminum and iridium. That means I'm going to use most of the stuff in my inventory to make that, but 63%, 64% to lakes. Everything I want to do, I don't have any with me. Okay, where is all the iron at? And now I gotta get moving. Do I want to build more lockers? No, not really. do that. Now, I think I'm going to go up here. Well, if I've built that, let's go see if the gold chest is still up here, and it probably is not, but it is. Amazing. And now that a few more people have come in, I am not streaming Saturday or Sunday. My son-in-law is coming to help me finish the fence. So I'm going to take a couple of days off. And Monday I'll be back at noon with Miss Shelley and Cozy Cow Gaming playing Planet Crafter. And I will post that in Discord when I get done here. Nothing there. Come on. I have to admit, I was looking forward to Grounded 2 and Schedule 1, but I also feel like I need to give myself a bit of rest. My shoulder has been giving me nasty amounts of problems. I don't know that I need any of that, but I'm going to take that. Hello, Mayhem. How are you, sir? Definitely don't need those. That's the only one that's there. That's been opened. Okay. I understand that. Shaman, there's only so much time in a day. She's funny. I enjoy streaming with her. She is very funny. I invited her to come to this morning, and her husband were having a doctor's appointment. And I know that happens, and she's, playing Planet Crafter and hosting the game, and that's different from just going and playing. But she seems to be having a really good time. All right, what am I doing besides going crazy? I'm going to have to figure out where I left the food seeds in this build. Food seeds. Ooh. Yeah, she's a nut. I have to admit, I'm very impressed with her Discord, the way she's got it laid out, and her moderators and such. Inventory full. Yeah, her Discord has a bunch of good people in it. Hold on for just a second. I just saw something that I want to. Oh. Okay, I see what that is. Something in OBS I hadn't seen before. But it's nothing I want to mess with right at the moment. That is another golden seed. And those are all golden seeds except for that one. Oh, you got to take the seed out before you put the seed in. Uranium. I have a phone call for a Mr. Uranium. No. I have to say that I'm feeling like I don't have all of my marbles stacked in one spot. And when I used to say that around Randy before we'd go to work in the mornings when we were both working, she'd say, I don't think you can stack marbles. Oh, yeah, you can. It just takes a lot of patience. I'm going to put that and that right there. I think if I keep finding spacesuits, I'm going to have an extra equipment locker. Some days I don't think I have any marbles left to stack. I feel what you're saying. As I've talked about before, sleep is a constant battle of mine, and I was up about 2:30. I did go back to sleep, but don't know why, but that was oppressively loud. A row of big ones on the bottom, pyramid style. Yeah. Now, let me see what I can do. I do not have a biodome here, too. That's going to take fertilizer, sulfur, and a bacteria sample. Yeah, I'm pretty happy it's Friday myself. This is usually the day we go see the grandkids, but we did that on Monday. Because my daughter was going to a doctor's appointment and needed somebody to watch him for a few minutes. And that was interesting. My granddaughter came down the steps, looked at us, ran the other way. She had just woke up. I felt kind of sorry for her. It took her about 30 minutes to finally get with the fact that we were there and we were the adult presence. After that, everything was fine. Her little brother came down, and it was all good. But that first look was like, ah! I will say I can now ask her, will you come give me a hug? And she'll come give me a hug. But before this, she was just like, nah, just not doing it. And, I get it. That's going to be 12 water and so many, or 12 algae, 6 water. Yeah, that's 6 algae, 6 water. That's 12 algae, a sulfur, and 4 eggplants. I just hope I've got some sulfur. I think I've got the eggplants. Yeah, she was not a happy camper. She went to the den of the house, and my wife went to talk to her, and Randy told me, she said, I went to hug her and said she pushed me away. And after she'd been back there about 20 minutes and I could hear her whimpering and such, I walked up to her and gave her a hug. I didn't ask her, and she didn't hug me back. I just gave her a hug, and then I turned around and walked off. And after that, she calmed down, and everything was all right. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yep. I can leave that back there, but I can make this. And I need sulfur. So what am I going to do? I think I'm going to put the algae back here along with that. I'll go get eggplantus. I've got some pictures of my grandson that uh, I was sitting on the couch. I had my feet on a futon. I was looking at my phone and had my feet crossed. He crawled up beside me, moved the futon closer, put his feet on the futon, and crossed his legs like I did. It was pretty funny. I think, and I should have done this while I was back there, but I'm scatterbrained. Now, let's go look for sulfur. And my granddaughter's 4. My grandson is 2. Uh, and my grandson is having the terrible twos. Every time my daughter walks out of the room, he throws a little bit of a fit. But my granddaughter was like that too, so. I have gotten that one. Kids are pretty adorable most of the time. I have to admit, my family planning wasn't the best in the world, and I've never been crazy about kids. I tried to deal with my own and be, you know, fair. Some days I wasn't, it's just, and that was all a part of being a military brat and being in the military. I was, my dad could be a terrible hard ass when he set his mind to it. I can't say that I thought that I was a good father. I mean, my son has told me, he turned out all right. And have I apologized to him for my actions during certain times? Oh, yeah. Oh, I'll admit my granddaughter, she can be a pill. Do I have enough? Now, I need to go over here and take down some steps, I think. Or do I just want to put the darn thing right there? I've got to go outside and deal with this. I knew I didn't have the patience to get a job dealing with a bunch of kids. Yeah, I have got to say that. Oh, come on. Keep flying. Well, those steps have to go off, and so does that door. Yay! Now, as I'm sure all of you know, this game is a vehicle for drinking coffee and talking crap. And I realize that I'm not a huge, great game player, but I appreciate you guys being here. Do I need another door right there? No, not really. I do need another. Do I have any iron? Yes, one. I don't know why that bothers me so much, but it does. Yeah, once I retired, I got YouTube Premium and started watching without ads, and that was probably that's the best $16 a month I spend. Every month. There's nothing in there, which means I've already gotten it. Yeah, the human interaction is what makes this fun. Michelle of Cozy Cow Gaming said it the best. Somebody came in asking about the game and said, this is a game that if you stop to do something, you're not going to get attacked. And that's one of the things I like about it. I almost went and did creative building again to see if I could add on to the deluxe Shadow to Yuckum. Yes, you heard your name. Yes, you did. Yes, we've talked about you a couple of times. It's good to see you here. Gosh. Michelle, to get you up to speed on what is happening, uh, is I just pick a random save that I've had from Planet Crafter, and I've got a considerable list. So that's what I'm doing. And yes, I know you're probably off to the doctor. I don't know, it's kind of funny coming back into games that you've had and you've built some on, because you get back here and you don't remember where you left it all. And it's definitely different. Oh, oh, come on, in the door. Hey, bean seeds. Excellent. Well, country lady, that's good to know. Thank you. Already got that. Oh, you dummy. I had squash growing. And I don't need anything else in there or there. Thank you for dropping by, Michelle. Hope you and your husband have a good day. I jumped off of that and bounced. Let me see something. I see what I should have done. Come on, back up here with all the rest of us. Oh, no more silicone. Darn it. I was just starting to have fun. Okay. I think I'm going to have to make a separate locker for the uranium. Come on. That's right where I wanted it. It just took a moment. Yeah, I have to agree with Country Lady. I'm not sure I'm pole dancing anytime soon. Far too modest for that. Shannon Duba asked me once in an AMP stream if I'd ever been skinny dipping. No. that will not happen. By the way, Country Lady, I have to thank you. Well, I was off doing stuff and had the ACK symbol up that you told me to switch back to the to the stream yesterday. You saved my buttocks. If you are. I could have put all that up while I was at the other end, but no. I'm going to carry that. Excuse me. Yes, I saw that. That was so cool. it made me want to run right out. The T-shirts and the hat that Dragon Lord got looked wonderful, and I know I won a sticker pack from her that she paid for because I won it. And before I sent it back to her, I said that the sticker pack looked wonderful, good quality. I was quite impressed. Yeah, she really wants to provide a good product, and that's a good thing. Mag. Seeds. I need one of those. I need to deposit one of those. And I need to pick up two of those. Yeah, it's really good, country lady. You ought to see it. I want that new metal Gutter Gang for Life thermal mug too. Yeah, I'm going on a cruise next spring, and I'm looking for a thermal cup to take. And I gotta admit, I gave that one a little bit of thought. I've at least got some time to get stuff together. I need to get together some iron and build some steps. Yeah, all of it did look good. All right, I got everything out of here. I got to admit, all this down here looks like iron to me, and it's not any of it. There it is. Grumpy cat all wrapped in Christmas lights. Excellent. I did not see that it had the grumpy cat on it. The bubbling sound that makes when you're underwater is what I feel like my stomach would sound like. Could you hear it when it's going a bit nuts? Ah, yeah, there we go. Speaking of cats, I haven't asked Amp how her cat is doing. I know right at the first, the poor dear was having a terrible time, and I haven't heard one way or the other. Do I want two more growlers with beans in them? I know what I'm doing. Come on, pick the darn thing up. for 1 second there. Speaking of Christmas, I have taken the entire week of Christmas off, so counting the weekends, I have 9 days off in a row. Heck yeah! Last year, I streamed on Christmas Day because we were having our family get together on a day other than Christmas Day for people coming in from out of town. And I'll have to see whenever we're going to have our Christmas festivities. Because I wouldn't mind doing that again, because I'm, as I've said before, not a big Christmas fan. I'm better now than what I was, but you know, it's still not my favorite thing that we're doing. I'm going to do something a little different. I'm going to change games in midstream because I want Shaman to see something. Because I think she's the only one that saw the build I'm fixing to go to. Darlene might have seen it, but yeah, that one right there. I think this was my first intense build, and like I said, see, I have mannequins. But Shaman sat through most of this build. Yeah, that wouldn't bother me. Yeah, I've got this one kitted out to make stuff and all kinds of deconstructing stuff. There's the power plant down there. Hey. Hello, Mayhem. To have seen this build, this is probably this was one of my intense builds, and really worked hard at it. Let me see. I've got all that. I'm trying to think of what I haven't built. This one, Shaman watched me farm for goldfish. Take it out, put it in, get whatever we got. If it wasn't the right thing, put it back in, redo it. I'm sure she was absolutely bored to ever-loving tears. Yeah, this is probably one of my favorite builds. I'm trying to think of, gosh, how you go about to get the better oxygen tanks. I can't remember. Oh yeah, I remember what I did. Whoop. Yeah, I made a whole butterfly farm and I can't remember whether I used all the butterflies or these are obviously the Goldens. It worked out well, I will say that. Yeah, what I need to do is extend this one and go to Humble because this has got quite a bit of good stuff on it. And I don't know, that might be something to do later on. Yeah, it's all growed up. Oh, good grief. I've been 3D printing magic wands from Harry Potter and props from Star Trek, Klingon disruptors, phasers, and such. Thank you, Shaman. I appreciate that. This was my first try at an intense game. It actually worked out. I actually tried hardcore before this, and hardcore was just too much. Yeah, I got absolutely spanked in hardcore. I'd been watching Tech Riot Gaming do hardcore runs. Yeah, I put that in there. Oh, didn't know this. Humble, a small planet with abundant resources, numerous ore deposits, some traces of human autonomous technology detected. Items to unlock or find. Final terraformation index 4. Okay. Selenia, a moon with basic resources available, only advanced human settlement detected. Final terraformation is 5. Well, I want to see what it's going to say about Equalis. The moon covered in water, resources are scarce, mostly organic, no human traces detected. Wow, that's... What is that that's... Oh, the oxygen is still going to the moon. I do this every time I come into this game. Yeah, no blueprints. Well, a guy can dream, can he? Yeah, I'm looking forward to the new DLC for this game too. That one will get bought, and I'll probably be playing that one the very first day. Is this the new launch pad or the old launch pad? What is that up there? Trying to access gameplay. If you don't want to spend several more hours in the game, it's advised to depart the rocket and complete the base game. Well, I have. Yeah, it's not going to let me do anything because that space is occupied. Whoa. Now if I could only fly. Let me see. I don't know how that was to everybody else, but right at the first, that was quite noisy. No, I have to say, I think this has been one of my favorite builds. Strange visual too, yeah. I must be using the super alloy in a big way. Mutagen. But see, mannequins. And even as a single player, I'd walk into this room flying along and go, why are all these people standing here? You know. Oh, is this spacesuit? Shaman, look, it's spacesuit Fabio. Or Fabio. Oh, we'll have to change that. Michelle was so funny yesterday while we were playing Planet Crafter. She changed spacesuits and it did that with its arms up. And I did number 3 beside her where it was dancing, and she started dancing, and she said, "If I moved like that," it was it was funny. Yeah, and there's more spacesuits. Yay! What did I have in here? Not a darn thing. Okay, I'm going to have to think about what I'm doing with this one because I think when the DLC comes out, I think I'm going to use this as a jump off point. It's a little bit jumbled, but it'll be all right. But this is intense. That could, that intense could be bad. That's one step off of hardcore. Well, okay, folks, I hate to tell you that I'm going to leave it here. And yes, I know we're a little bit early, but life moves on. And I'm starting to get a headache. So, but I want to thank you guys for being here. I appreciate you being here. Always fun. As I said, I will not be streaming Saturday or Sunday because I've got fence work that's happening. Matter of fact, I'm probably going to have to order something from Lowe's just as soon as I get off of the computer. But yeah, get some rest. You are not lying. All right, folks, that's where we're leaving it. Thank you guys for being here. It was huge fun. No worries. Amp started early. How did I know? We can hang out there. I'll have to go bother her. Yeah, yeah, the headache will ease up at some point. All right, you guys have a good one. See ya. Bye bye.